State agencies must now eliminate questions about prior felony convictions from employment applications. That came as an executive order from Governor Mary Fallin last week. It's an effort to get those who have done their time back to work instead of back to prison. In Tulsa, a program to help female felons has launched an innovative project to encourage employers to open their minds and hearts when it comes to giving someone a second chance.
Thank you. On the third plate, I need a coleslaw, please, for a prime rib, with a whole one with prime rib with horseradish.
Tom Butcher began serving up prime rib sandwiches and other tasty food when he opened Impressions Restaurant in Tulsa 38 years ago. His friendly style and mouthwatering food became a mainstay for generations of families. After closing 5 years ago due to illness, Butcher is once again healthy and rolling up his sleeves in the kitchen again. While the food is the same, the place isn't called Impressions anymore. Butcher has led the way to open what is called the Take Two Residence Cafe in downtown Tulsa.
I kept all my equipment, right? I couldn't keep moving it for storage. I had to do something with it, and I've always wanted to do something to benefit the public and kind of go out on a good note, because so many people helped me stay in business for all those years I was here.
At Take Two, Butcher is putting women to work who have felony convictions and have completed their community or prison sentences. He's working side by side with them, teaching them everything from preparing food to serving a busy lunch crowd.
It's not all about food service, it's about customer service and about sales and marketing and showing up for work every single day and learning how to pay expenses. So we view all of it as a training experience.
Deidre Kirtley is the executive director of Residence, a nonprofit organization that promotes and supports the well-being and self-sufficiency of women challenged by the criminal justice system. The Take Two Residence Cafe was made possible through private donations and dedicated people like Butcher who believe in giving people second chances. And thousands of women in Oklahoma need a chance to change their lives after serving time in Oklahoma prisons. Oklahoma has the highest female incarceration rate in the nation. 135 of every 100,000 women are locked up. That compares to the United States average of 67 per 100,000. The large female prison population means the number of women cycling out of the system tops 1,200 each year, and 46% of the women are released from the Oklahoma Department of Corrections with no supervision. Recidivism rates show within 3 years of release, 14 to 19% go back to prison.
But if they release and no one will give them a second chance, and if they don't have a place to live and they don't have the deposits or their first and last month's rent, then we set up a lot of women for failure.
The women selected for Take Two also are offered housing, and it's right above the restaurant. A steep staircase leads to the loft. It rivals other sought-after spaces in downtown Tulsa. Take Two employee Amy Mannon was the first to move in. She gives a tour of the spacious upscale residence, which includes 3 bedrooms with 2 beds each, an inviting common area and kitchen. 2 bathrooms mean no waiting in line to take a shower.
Yeah, it's really big. I love it. We love it here. None of us have ever lived in anything this nice.
Mannon says having a place to continue their recovery and re-entry into society means the world to them.
Having a place to live and not have to worry about where you're going or if the people you're with are sober themselves or if you're in jeopardy and safe. You know, this is safe here to us and this is our home.
Right now, 3 women live here, but there's room for more.
As we are open longer and longer, women will have more opportunities to work. So right now 6, but then we'll expand it to delivery, to catering sandwich trays and breakfast trays. We'll open up for breakfast.
The location in downtown Tulsa will draw a business crowd, and that's seen as another advantage. It's hoped employers who eat here will see the work ethic of the women who serve them, and maybe understand why it's so hard for felons to get back on their feet. Mannon says rejection is what many of them often face.
The bad thing is like felon-friendly places, even though they're felon-friendly, one of them actually turned me down for my credit score. Most felons don't have good credit to begin with.
Butcher hopes others take a chance on women who have served their time and need a hand up instead of a hand out.
Basically just to acclimate themselves back into a life where they're needed, they're wanted, they're appreciated, and they're not taken advantage of.
At Take Two, the women earn a salary and start a savings account so that in 6 months or so, they're ready to fly solo successfully.